Amanda here, and today I'm going to show you my current go-to light coverage base routine. I definitely shift and adapt my base routine just depending on what the current weather is, how my skin is acting, and my preferences will kind of shift over time too. So right now I'm really focused on making sure I have a good sunscreen base. Where I live, it's really warm and sunny already, and I'm spending more time outside in the beautiful weather. I wear SPF year round. I definitely recommend everybody should do that. But as I spend more time outside in the nice weather, I put more of an emphasis on it, and I've actually been using a new sunscreen over the past couple of weeks. This is from IT Cosmetics. It's the Hello Sunshine Invisible Hydrating Serum Sunscreen. I'm still a big fan of the dewy sunscreen from the Inky list, but IT Cosmetics actually sent this to me in PR, so I started testing it out, and I really like how this works with makeup on top. And I do see this one potentially being more of a crowd pleaser. The dewy sunscreen is definitely great for dry skin, but I could see how people with combo and oily skin wouldn't like it as much. This IT Cosmetics one is still hydrating for my dry skin, but it's not quite as dewy, shiny, hydrating. So I could see this one being a great crowd pleaser. I wanted to throw it out there since I've been enjoying it as a recommendation for all of you. This one is more expensive than the Inky List one that I like, but personally, I think that sunscreen is worth investing in if you find one that works really well for you that you're going to be motivated to wear every day. So I definitely wanted to highlight this product on my channel because I think this is something that a lot of people will enjoy regardless of your skin type. And lately, I've been really interested in a more light coverage type of look just for my comfort, and that's where my style preference is right now. I always tend to lean more on the light coverage side, but I am doing very spare base makeup these days. In general, I've always been more on the light coverage side, so it's not like this is a revelation for me or anything, but this particular little product combo has worked really well for me. And I'm getting ready today anyway. So let's zoom in. As usual, I'll start with a close-up look just at my bare skin with no product on it. I did do my morning skincare, but I haven't yet applied my sunscreen. So I'm going to show you this really quick, easy little light coverage routine. That way I can show you not only what I'm really genuinely wearing every day, but maybe I can give you some ideas for a little product combo that might work well for you too. So enough chit chat, let's zoom in and start putting on some makeup. As usual, just starting with a close-up look at my skin with no makeup on, and this is your semi-regular reminder that it is normal to have imperfect, quote-unquote, imperfect skin. Filters are not real life. If you have bumps and spots and redness and veins and things like I do, then you're just a human, and that's cool, and I love that about you. That's one of my top 200 favorite things about you. So don't stress too much. Just you know what? You're beautiful, you're perfect, and I love your face, obviously. So anyway, let's talk about the makeup and let me just step down off of my soapbox. I prepped my lips with a little bit of the Tower 28 Lip Softy in just their clear SOS Vanilla scent, flavor, shade, whatever you want to call it, so that I can start moisturizing my lips. And then I'm applying the IT Cosmetics Hello Sunshine sunscreen all over my face. Make sure that you get your neck, your ears, all the way up to your hairline. Don't forget your chest. Don't forget your hands. Don't forget your eyebrows. Then I actually let that sunscreen sit for a few minutes before I start applying this little tinted moisturizer. This is the Serum Skin Tint from Danessa Myricks. I use the shade 2, and I'm using the BK Beauty 101 brush to blend this in. I just paint a little bit of that skin tint right onto my face. I prefer a light hand when I'm applying this, but this is the type of product that layers up nicely if I decide I want to add a little bit more coverage after I blend in the first layer. So I'm just using the BK Beauty brush to spread that across my skin, and I'm using little dabbing motions. I don't want to swipe and swirl because I don't want streaks and I don't want to disrupt my little sunscreen layer underneath. So I'm just sort of patting this across the skin to form a really light layer. I'm not trying to cover everything up. I'm just doing a little bit of evening out here. And then I can go back and add more coverage, or in today's case, I'm using the Salt New York Best Case Concealer, and I'm just going to dab that on with my fingertip. I start on the under eye area here, and I will apply this on a few other places around the face that I want to add a little bit more coverage and a little bit more brightness. But you can tell that just one small layer here really makes a big difference with the evening out of that under eye. I'll show you a shot side by side here with some concealer applied to one side so that you can see it really does a great job of covering and evening out that under eye area without adding a lot of heaviness and without looking so mismatched and odd with that light skin tint application. I really love the way that this concealer sets on my skin. I tend to have a lot of problem areas, especially around my nose, in between my brows, and around my mouth and chin area where I get a lot of dryness. I do have dry skin. I'm almost 40. I'm turning 39 this year. So my skin has definitely gotten drier and more finicky over the years. But this concealer feels almost like a second skin. I'm just dabbing everything in one more time over with that BK Beauty brush to sort of blend and merge all of the edges. Then I'm going to use this Singe Beauty F04 brush to do a little bit of setting. I'm mixing these two Hourglass setting powders and really lightly dabbing under the eyes and also just a couple other areas where I applied that concealer to give a nice soft setting, but it's not making my skin look really matte. That's what I love about those Hourglass powders. And that's also what I love about this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. I'm using this big, huge powder brush. Funny enough, this is also the F04 brush, but it's just from Fantasy Cosmetica instead of Singe Beauty. And that's really it as far as my base goes. I could turn up the volume even using these same products to give a little bit more coverage, but this is the type of look I like. I like seeing some of those little spots and skin type things peeking through my makeup. I do feel very comfortable with that. I know not everybody does, and I'm not going to bash anybody who wants more coverage. We're all at different places looking for different outcomes from our makeup, and I think that is 100% totally fine. This is where I'm most comfortable and what I think looks the best for me, but I may very well change my mind about that. Who knows what the future holds, but right now, this is my go-to. Now, I can take this base and go in any direction with it for my non-work days. Basically, if I'm just going about my regular off-screen life, I'll just put on a little bit of blush, a little bit of eyeshadow, some mascara, and a tinted lip balm and call it a day. But I will often wear this exact same base makeup for a more glam type of makeup too. This is really comfortable. It wears all day. I still feel like I look like my skin, if that makes sense, just a little bit better. You know the phrase, your lips but better for a lip color? This is like my skin but better. Maybe that's what I should call this video. Hopefully this quick little get ready with me type of video either gives you an idea for a product that might work for you that I used today, or maybe it will encourage you to go back and find some of these things in your own collection and give them another spin. I'm gonna go finish my makeup in another video because I have a bunch of new things that I'm testing, but I would love to hear what your go-to base routine is like. Do you prefer more coverage? Maybe you have a different skin type. Maybe you live in a different climate where something like this isn't going to work. I always love to hear what you think about things, what you're using and enjoying too. So make sure you leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Bye. Let's try that again. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Why can't what? Huh? Get it together. Doing fine. What's the word I'm looking for? I have so many around the house type of things that I need to do today, and I just simply want to sit in here and play with makeup and film things. But alas, I have to do laundry, and today's the day that I'm going to clean the bathrooms. I don't do my whole house clean all in one day. That's like way too much. Are you the same way, or are you a whole house clean type of person? When I had an apartment, I would do my whole clean in one day. But now, with a kid and a dog in the mix, living out here, kind of in the country, I feel like more stuff gets tracked in from outside, and it's just like a bigger job in general. So now I'm not an all whole house in one day clean type of person. Not anymore. So I gotta do that. I'm gonna film a little bit more and then I'm gonna fuel up and do some chores, but I don't want to. I'd rather hang out here with you. That's just the truth of the matter. All right. Okay, I guess I'll go finish my other video. Thanks for putting up with my rambling. I appreciate you. I'm happy you're here and I love your face. And don't forget to wear your sunscreen and drink some water and give yourself a hug because you deserve it. Love your face. Bye.